Welcome
Hey!
to episode 88 of Just One More Topic. I am Tridrachius.
And I am Rarbagels.
That is Japanese for Rarbagels.
Yes.
So, last week, actually a couple of episodes ago, we talked about delays with gaming. And last week, Naughty Dog announced that Uncharted 4 was being delayed for the PlayStation 4.
Oh no.
Oh no. Everyone online started to freak out over the fact that this huge AAA blockbuster title for the PlayStation 4, an exclusive that the system kind of needs to continue its momentum, is now being pushed back to 2016.
And what it seems, a lot of the reactions are really negative. People are saying this means the game's gonna be bad.
Yes.
This means Naughty Dog can't make a game. This means this and this and this and this. All these things that are completely unrelated to the game being delayed, especially when you're talking about quality.
Yeah. Like, over the past 20 years, I do not believe that Naughty Dog has made a bad game. In fact, over the last, 7 years, they've made 2 games that are highly regarded, and some people also say could be masterpieces or defining games of the previous generation with Uncharted 2 and The Last of Us. So, I mean, yes, it's getting delayed. Yes, it kind of sucks, but, the pedigree of the studio, it's not like we're dealing with, 3D Realms here.
Yeah.
It's not like we're dealing with Duke Nukem.
It's the thing where, when we were talking previously about delayed games, we were talking about how delaying them is probably a good thing.
Yes.
So that you can release a game complete without glitches. Assassin's Creed Unity.
And Rogue. Did you?
Yeah, I had to clear it.
Okay. Well, Assassin's Creed Unity and Rogue both just suffered all kinds of problems, and of course, last year alone, the Master Chief Collection, Little Big Planet 3, just so many games releasing that just had all kinds of problems. The shining crown jewel that was the game of the year for both of us, Dragon Age Inquisition, was a game that got pushed back an entire year.
Yep.
Now, there is some exceptions to the rule. I mean, there was Duke Nukem Forever, which it took forever to come out, and it was bad.
But you can attest that to, being passed studio to studio forever and really just being released because it was Duke Nukem Forever.
Yes.
Only reason the game was released was because of that. The only reason we got the attention was because of that. And I believe that most people agree that not a whole lot of actual effort went into the production of the final product.
And when you're looking at it, Gearbox was essentially tasked with finish the game. We don't care. Finish the game. And that's exactly what they did. They finished the game. Just like with Aliens Colonial Marines. They finished the game. Here recently, a couple games have released that, one game that I can for sure say it was delayed a couple of times and it released and it was just it executes and everything. It just seems like it should be good. It's just not. But Ready at Dawn's The Order. The game was delayed a couple of times. Everyone was like, okay, well, just take your time. You're made up of ex-Naughty Dog people. You got some pedigree behind you. Good, just take your time. It'll be a good game. Graphically, it looks amazing. Soundtrack kind of sucks. The gameplay it's there. The guns are, they shoot things.
That does make them guns.
Yes, and the problem I was running into is that even in the gunfights, I was passing out bored. Not good. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. And it was essentially, it should have been within the first year the PS4 was out because its biggest focus was its graphics. Being able to interact with things and have the glimmer and the shiny stuff on the things you're interacting with and all that, cool. But
that's when it would have been very novel to have those things in the game because you get that on release and then you're like, yeah, awesome graphics and it's all shiny and stuff. You can at least be entertained by the shiny new stuff.
Yes.
Rather than having to, just be like, oh, these graphics are good. And then try to slodge through a bunch of
just boring, linear,
tedious crap.
Yeah. Like, there's not a whole lot of color. There's not a whole lot of active stuff going on in between combat. It's just corridors. It's hallways. It is a poor man's Assassin's Creed, and a poor man's Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, and Black Flag. The good games in the series. Now, there are other exceptions. I mean, games that do get delayed, it gives them the opportunity to be good. You pointed out in one of our previous episodes, South Park: A Stick of Truth. It had every possible reason to be bad. Every possible reason, from developer changes to publisher changes to all that stuff. And it came out, and it was
awesome.
Great.
Very fun.
Morgan Freeman getting all those freckles. It was, good. Good for you. Good for you.
Evolve had delays. And although people have complained about the repetitiveness of the gameplay, still a good game overall. Put together pretty solidly. You have glitches, of course.
It happens.
But it's not as rampant as the stuff you get with Unity
and Rogue and Master Chief Collection and Little Big Planet 3.
And a lot of things that have come out
and
without taking
Watch
their
Dogs.
time. Another big one that's coming out, Battlefield Hardline.
Came out today. It came out today. It released. You were saying?
I haven't had a shot at it yet. But we'll see here very quickly.
It was pushed back 6 months.
What exactly the quality is.
Is it going to challenge Call of Duty?
No.
Will it actually have a chance to become a big-time first-person shooter for EA?
I mean, they're boasting a lot of things like, episodic gameplay. They're boasting so many different game modes from the raids and then the giant battlefields and all that stuff.
Yeah, and a little bit of EA tidbit. Battlefield Hardline came out today. They are also talking about Star Wars Battlefront. Which, that is a game that people have been wanting for a long time. It hasn't been delayed because no one's talked about it, but apparently there's going to be something at E3, which I'm hoping it's more than a 3-second trailer where it's like, pew, and FIFA.
Yeah. So, I'd be mad if they just like lightsaber, Battlefront, FIFA. Yeah, I would, or Sims, or what. Just spend some time on it. But the point we're getting at here is that delays can be good. There are documented cases of it being bad, but
water bagels.
But there are also plenty of times when it's been a good thing for a game, and especially recently, it seems that companies really need to take their time in releasing these games.
Yes.
I think the problem is that they get overexcited. They put a release date that's early, and then they delay it, and people just assume that everything has gone wrong. Yeah. It's possible that they just want more time to perfect it. It's not necessarily that the game is broken as shit and is going to be a horrible steaming pile.
Yes. Maybe the gaming industry needs to look at the movie industry as, some guidelines. I mean, the ESRB, the rating system, kind of goes off of what movies rated themselves, but just you don't really hear of a mass amount of movies announcing a date of like, hey, it's coming out now, and then it gets pushed back.
Yeah, basically what you're saying is they should probably just finish their products before they have a release date.
Yes. Now, I understand that publishers want these announcements because then their stock prices and stuff go up and blah, 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 blah. But just don't announce things too early.
Just finish your game.
Yes.
Please.
I mean, just finish it. Finish it.
And then just release it
when
closer to the date when it's ready, instead of being like, hey, in a year and a half we're gonna have this, and then it's actually like 2.5 years.
Yes. Final Fantasy 15 was versus 13 10 years ago. But anyway, I have been Tridrachius.
And I have and am Rarbagels.
Oh, yes. So, we will talk to you all next week with episode 89. Remember, episode 100 is fast approaching. We've got like 11 weeks.
Yeah.
But
Ish.
provide your questions and suggestions and all that stuff that you might want to see featured in episode 100. We've got some special things in development. So, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to send those things in.
Subscribe somewhere.
Yeah,
right here.
Is it right here? I don't have the editing tools to do that. But anyway, we
Subscribe then down there.
yeah.
It'll be
There's
down
something there somewhere. Anyway,
there.
we will talk to you all next week.